On a cold October night in 1834, the sky over London glows an eerie orange. The Palace of Westminster is engulfed in flames. People stand by the River Thames, tears streaming down their faces as they watch centuries of history crumble to ash. The fire eventually dies down. The people of London gather, determined to rise from the ashes. We will rebuild, they vow. And this time, it will be grander than ever. A contest is held for the best new design. Architects from across the nation submit their visions. Among them, Charles Barry emerges victorious. He longs to create a magnificent palace, but he faces Barry knows his structure must include a great clock tower. Yet, he is no clockmaker. The pressure mounts to deliver an iconic landmark that will stand the test of time. This is not merely about bricks and mortar. It is about hope, a symbol of resilience. The vision for the clock tower is born from the ashes of the old palace. It must serve as a lighthouse of time for London. But the road ahead is fraught with challenges. Barry needs a partner, someone with a creative soul to help realize his dream. He finds Augustus Pugin, a design genius. Pugin pours his heart and soul into the project, crafting intricate designs for everything from wallpaper to the clock's face. Yet, the toll of his labor takes a toll on his health while he breathes life into the exterior. The search begins for a masterful clockmaker to create. The government demands a clock that is not ordinary, but the most accurate in the world. Most clocks back then faltered in the wind and snow. No, the leaders insist. Our clock must be flawless. Many deem this goal impossible, but two men rise to the challenge. George Airy, a scientist, and Edmund Beckett. Despite their differences, they share a vision. They argue fiercely yet remain united in their ambition to create something unprecedented. The blueprint is finalized, but turning dreams into reality. Now focus on the clock's mechanism. Imagine a room filled with giant wheels, weights, and gears. This is the clock's intricate machine, the heart that beats within the tower. Denison, the man overseeing this masterpiece, is both brilliant and stubborn. He knows the wind can disrupt the clock. To combat the elements, Denison invents the gravity escapement, a groundbreaking mechanism ensuring the clock ticks only when it should. This innovation grants the clock unmatched accuracy, a triumph of engineering, yet a peculiar challenge. Even with this marvel, occasional adjustments are necessary. How to fine-tune a giant clock with small coins, British pennies. If the clock runs fast, a penny is added If slow, one is removed. Remarkably, 1 penny can alter the clock's speed by 0. 4 seconds a day, illustrating how even the grandest machines hit. The clock is complete, a beacon of strength and beauty, but it craves a voice. Enter the great bell. Yet, the Big Ben we know is not the first. The original bell, forged in 1856, weighs a staggering 16 tons. It requires 16 white horses to carry it through the streets. During testing, the bell cracks, and its powerful voice is lost. Disappointment blankets the city, yet resilience shines. The shattered bell is melted, and a second attempt is made in 1858 at the Waitekapel Bell Foundry. This bell, slightly smaller at 5 tons, becomes known as But What's in a Name? 2 tales emerge. Some say it honors Sir Benjamin Hall, a towering figure in the project. Others attribute it to Ben Kant, a famous boxer of the time. Perhaps both stories contain a kernel of truth. Regardless, the name resonates. Once the bell is forged, it requires a monumental ascent to the tower's peak. Picture the laborers of the 1850s relying on ropes and pulleys. No electric cranes, just human strength and determination. For 30 arduous hours, the bell is raised inch by inch until finally, as the clock and bell come together, the tower itself rises, crafted from brick and adorned with stunning stones sourced from across England and France. Safety measures are non-existent. Workers scale precarious heights, carrying heavy stones, constructing a structure that reaches over 315 feet. The design is breathtaking, not merely a square edifice, but a composition of intricate carvings and gold embellishments. Each of the 4 clock faces comprises 312 pieces of glass, forming a giant puzzle. Inside, a narrow stone staircase spirals upward, 334 steps leading to the belfry. Imagine the daily climb to check on the clock. In 1859, the tower stands completed, a majestic sight overlooking the River Thames. It symbolizes the triumph of human spirit and ingenuity. Yet, the people await eagerly for Big Ben to sound its voice, to announce the time. The moment arrives, May 31, 1859. The clock springs to life, and weeks later, in July, the city holds its breath for the first chime. Bong. The resonant sound fills the air, powerful and profound. London looks up, captivated, its heartbeat. But just 2 months later, disaster strikes again. Big Ben cracks anew, leaving engineers in despair. With the bell too heavy to remove, the team devises a clever solution. They rotate the bell slightly, ensuring the hammer strikes a different point. Resilience and innovation reign. The artisans crafted a lighter hammer, cutting a small V into the crack of the bell, ensuring it wouldn't spread. Miraculously, it worked. The crack altered the bell's sound slightly, giving it an off-key quality that quickly became beloved. This unique voice, marked by its imperfections, began to resonate throughout the streets of London. Soon, the sound of Big Ben transformed into a vital part of daily life. In 1923, the BBC began broadcasting its chimes, allowing people across the nation, and eventually the globe, to hear Big Ben from their homes. It wasn't just a clock. When that sound echoes through the air, remember, it's not flawless. It carries a crack, yet this very imperfection lends it character. Like the people it serves, it has its flaws, but still rings out loud and proud. Over the years, Big Ben has witnessed history unfold. It has seen the rise and fall of kings and queens, and the city evolve from horse-drawn carriages to sleek automobiles and buzzing computers. Its most poignant moments unfolded during world wars, when London faced devastation. One night, a bomb struck the tower, leaving the clock face damaged. Yet, did Big Ben cease its duties? No, the clock continued to tick. The bell continued to chime. Amidst the darkest nights of war, its chimes provided hope. They whispered, the war brought with it dark adaptations. The lights on the clock faces were extinguished to evade enemy planes. But the chimes could not be silenced. Big Ben became an emblem of resilience, a testament to the strength of spirit. It was present during joyous occasions as well, heralding the arrival of the new year. Thousands gathered around the tower, counting down the seconds together. 10, 9, 8. When midnight struck, Big Ben's bell rang out, mingling with laughter and cheers as people embraced. Hopeful for the year ahead, it bore witness to history, echoing the moments that shape our lives. As our tale draws to a close, let us gaze upon the tower today. Once merely known as the Clock Tower, a significant change took place in 2012. In honor of Queen Elizabeth II's 6 decades of reign, the tower was renamed. It became the Elizabeth Tower, a tribute to a queen who, like the tower itself, stood as a symbol of stability through the years. Recently, the tower underwent a meticulous restoration, wrapped in scaffolding for 5 years. Workers cleaned the stones, repaired the clock, and even repainted the clock hands. In their efforts, they discovered the original hue of the hands, a striking blue. They restored them to match the vision of Pugin, and in 2022, the restoration concluded. The Elizabeth Tower emerged revitalized, and Big Ben began to chime regularly once more. The people of London erupted in applause. Their cherished friend had returned. So, dear friends, what have we discovered? We learned that Big Ben is a bell, not merely a tower. Born from flames, crafted with passion, it embodies imperfection, yet possesses remarkable strength. The Elizabeth Tower serves as a reminder that time is precious. Even after fire, war, or a crack, the next time you glimpse a photo of London, or hear the deep resonance of a bell on the airwaves, I hope a smile graces your face. I hope you remember the tales of white horses, old pennies, and the two Bens who shaped this legacy. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of history. It has been a joy to share this narrative with you. Remember, history transcends dates and names. It is imbued with the heart and soul of the structures we create. Until our paths cross